The only way you can catch up with the trends, the only way you can catch up with the world, the only way you can catch up with what's happening is you taking a step back. It's tricky, but that's how it is. It's just like probably when you were in school, when probably a kid is pumped so much, they're not going to understand anything. That's why they be like, work without play makes Jack or Jill a dull boy. If you're not playing, so the only way probably you're going to understand what you've been taught is you probably going to relax. That's why you'll see the rich, or people that understand these kinds of things, or people that are out of that kind of scarcity mindset. Because the scarcity mindset trains us to start like to keep chasing, to keep running. The only way you're going to achieve your dreams is you taking a step back. Is you taking that day off so that you can come back refreshed and fresh ideas. You're going to come back with something new, with a new perspective to everything. So the only way you can catch up with that changing world is taking a step back, relaxing, finding means of how to relax. If you feel in your job you're very busy, if you feel you're doing something that's very busy, the best thing you can do for yourself is take a step back and go relax. You're going to come back refreshed. You're going to come back in love with your job again. It's just like artists, like probably if you're in that, for writers, like artists that are writers, and that's called like the writer's block. In most cases you're blocked because you're not having fresh ideas, you're not having something new, you're not having something to do, because you've been catching up with probably deadlines, you're catching up with what's trending, you're catching up with what you're supposed to do, and the best things that you're supposed to do are going to come to you effortlessly. And God is also going to speak to you in those moments when you're relaxed, in those moments when you're alone, in those moments when you've taken a step back. But in most cases it's hard to see because of the probably the bills, because of the systems, because of also whatever you've created, because you've created a world, you've created a business that's haunting you. You've created, like, you have a marriage that's haunting you. Probably you're with your partner, but you think you're insecure. So those insecurities are also going to take you away. They're going to keep you chasing. They're going to make you want to check in your partner's phone. They're going to make you want to keep up with the tabs. They're going to make you to, because it wasn't coming from pure intentions. Just know, if something is coming from pure intentions, it will never be about chasing. It will never be about catching up. So take this. The only way to catch up is taking a step back. It's like, if you want to catch up with what's trending, take a step back, realize what works for you, reflect. When you take a step back, or when you're going to meditate and you're going to go in a quiet place and start probably observing the world, thoughts are going to come into your mind, and those are the demons. Even when you're fighting, probably it could be soul ties, it could be like spirits, could be energies that you're supposed to cut off. You're supposed to just face them. In one moment when you're alone, watch and be like, okay, today I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to react. Perhaps today I feel like I'm angry. Perhaps today I feel like I should put out my energy. Today I'm going to just face this energy. I'm going to consume this energy. And you let that energy flow within your body. You let that thought, probably you're lustful, you want to go engage in whatever you want to engage in. Take that energy and take a deep breath. Breathe in, and you'll be like, breathe that whole energy into your body, so that your body uses that energy for something else. If it's hate, probably you want to put out an outburst. You want to probably you want to vent or something. Venting is okay, but at some point, if you're venting to only probably you, or venting to the world, it's okay. Then if you're venting to others, it's not helping you. Because if you vent to others, you're creating more karma. You're creating more things that you don't understand. Remember, whatever we speak comes back to us. If you believe that speaking good things, you're creating something good, then also speaking bad things, you're creating something bad. And that's why people would be like, bakuloga, gweyeloga. Because the more you speak negative things against yourself, they're not even going to catch the other person. The other person whom you're probably angry with is going to be caught up in their own drama, in their own karma. So for you, you're also creating your new karma. So you're going to face things and you'll be like, okay, there is some other person sending me certain things. No one is sending them to you. Remember the things that you said, and the only thing you're supposed to do is to face them. Once you face them, that's healing. Because every time you face that demon, every time you face that thought, it's never going to come back. If it's to come back, it won't come back with the same energy as it had before. Like, you have control over it because you're now just an observer. It will come into your mind, but then you won't act on it. Because remember, we are not supposed to act on anything. You're supposed to just sit back, relax, and watch the world. The same way we watch TV and we watch other frequencies that people created is the same way we're supposed to watch our minds, because our minds have different frequencies. So everything that you've gone through, everything that you've been told, every place that you've been, in most cases is in your mind. It's somewhere in your mind stored. So when you sit and when you meditate, those are the same frequencies going to come back. Those are the same thoughts that are going to come back. So the only thing you can do is face them. If probably they are good, well and good, but if you feel they impact you in one way or the other, you face them. That's why when they tell us that before you go to bed, you're supposed, or before that day closes, you're supposed to make sure that you've forgiven, you've done all those things. And in most cases, people just speak about these things that I've forgiven, I've done this and this, and it doesn't go away. You wonder why it's not going away. It's not going away because you're not using the emotion that you used while you were putting out that energy. You're not using the emotions, you're not using the energy that you used when that thing was coming into your life. So the same energy you used, the same emotion used while you're putting it out, is the same energy you're supposed to invoke so that you can put it out again. That's asking for forgiveness. Perhaps you said something bad and you asked for forgiveness. So the same energy you used while you were bashing that person is the same energy you're supposed to face your thoughts and be like, yo, I let you go. Go. I forgive myself. I didn't know what I was saying. And this is something that you're going to do when you're alone. Otherwise, you're going to take things that are going probably, if it's headache, you're going to take painkillers, you're going to take probably drugs, you're going to take all these things so that you can calm the nerves down. But remember, the moment the drugs are done, those very thoughts are going to come back. So the only way you can catch up with a new day, the only way you can catch up with a brand new day is you taking a step back, relaxing, and observing whatever you want to observe, observing your thoughts till probably you get to a place of stillness, because that's good. Peace and love.